Hello and welcome back to Farming Simulator 15. Welcome back to Sosnovka. And a lot has happened between episode 1 part 2 and this, which will be episode 2. I didn't want it to be episode 2, but somehow the microphone that I use got disconnected last time I tried to record, and I recorded 2 episodes worth of content on my laptop's internal microphone, so the audio quality was just completely unusable. I threw away the footage and I'm back. So, let's see here. Let's run over to here. This is more sensitive than it was last time. So, a lot has happened. First of all, I bought myself a JCB skid steer, and I used it to take most of my wood chips and load them into this trailer for hauling elsewhere. Eventually, I'm going to get a one of those wheel loaders, maybe the compact wheel loader, and use that to load this trailer. But yeah, let's check it out. Okay, so this thing is the JCB 260 skid steer, and one thing I learned actually is that Volvo skid steers look a lot like the JCB skid steers, at least the current product lines, because JCB manufactures them both. It's a team effort. So here we go. Let's do some turning, demonstrate the awesome turning power of the JCB 260. It can't quite do zero turn like a real skid steer could, but yeah. So I'm just going to hop into the cab here and look down a little bit, and let's go scooping. Boop. I've got a bucket of wood chips, and let's dump them out. Dump, dump, dump. Okay. So the JCB skid steer uses the joystick controls option. Bobcat controls are basically you have 2 joysticks, left and right. They only move forward and backward, and you use that to control your tracks, kind of like an excavator or maybe a dozer. And then you would use foot pedals to control the bucket. In a JCB, it uses joystick controls. The left stick controls the movement, and the right stick controls the loader functions. I tried setting it up like that for a more, shall we say, realistic experience. Didn't work. It was a nightmare to control. But yeah, it was just kind of bad. So I decided not to go for the realistic option. So I'm driving a skid steer with a steering wheel, which is completely not how you drive them. Okay, so we still have our Zator Major 80, which is the dinky one. It's still got the weight on the front. It's still got the trailer attached. I also bought, and let's go to our garage real quick. I also bought this Deutz-Fahr Agro Star. It was a little more expensive, but it's a little more powerful than the little tiny Zator that I've got. And I bought a sprayer. I recorded a course play course for one of the fields. I bought this little fertilizer dewey, and this skid steer and the bucket. And that's basically what happened over the last, what would have been 2 episodes. But yeah, we're back down to $18,000. And we're back down to like nothing in, I want the PDA, not the shop. Here we go. We're back down to almost nothing in the silos, except I do have barley. Oh, those sounds like companies here. Okay. Here are gigantic chocolate lab barking out there. So over here we still have our Zator crystal, and And where is our Deutz? Here it is. Our Deutz Fahr is over here, and it's hooked up to the sprayer. I'm still hoarse. I still get allergies. And it's like over a week since I recorded the first episode. Joy. So here's our Deutz Fahr. And it is full, both sprayers. And yeah, let's see here. Let us look at our PDA. This is the PDA. Let's look at our fields, and okay, we got 14 and 19 ready to harvest. Good thing I turned off withering, which is right here, because if they get to the point where the fields look like this, then that means they're about to wither. And you don't want that to happen, because when your crops are withered, they are good for only cultivating over, and they're not good for crops. So let's hop in this guy and line up for harvesting. I also figured out a couple of things about auto combine. No course loaded, so let's select combine offload and do field 19. Okay. So I figured out why the auto combine guy. Let's drive course. Select combine. Every time you reload the game, you have to do this. Or maybe it's every time you restart the game. Auto combine. And select the combine, blah blah blah. Center the camera. Where in the world is my combo? It's way over there. So let's see if we can get... Aha. So, auto combine. The first episode, the first time I used it, I started at the northwest corner of field 19, and I started heading northeast, I believe. Or no, I started heading south. I started heading south, and it immediately turned to the left instead of going straight. I figured out why it does that. So you see over in the help box there, it says active side left. It's right next to the number 6. And you can change that manually, but you want to set that to your pipe side. And what that basically does, let's turn on the auto combine info. Or what that basically does is it makes it so that your pipe is never on the crop side. And that comes in handy if you have any vehicle or any modded vehicle or any mod that adds fruit destruction when you drive through the field. And drive control does have a module that does that, but I've turned it off. It also has a terrain recognition module, which I've also turned off. And I apologize again for the horrible frame rate. Still on the same laptop. And yeah, it just doesn't have any VRAM at all. So I also noticed that the circle pattern is much more efficient than the back and forth pattern that I was using. Okay, let's just hire our worker here. And I think we need another trailer, to be totally honest, because we have 45 tons of barley. We have 45 tons of barley, and we currently have no trailer to, and we're harvesting more barley for that matter. We don't have a trailer, or a second trailer, with which to deliver it to whatever grain place we're going to sell it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the shop and we're going to look at tippers. So we only have 18,000 to spend. We have this one, which is 14. It would be nice to get a second one of those. We have this one, which is half that price, and just over half that capacity. So I kinda want to get another one of these, because taking your grain 8,500 liters at a time over to your grain thing, you're going to be making trips boom, 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 boom. It's a lot more efficient to use this trailer. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy one of these. And so let's go pick it up. Let's actually hop in our Deutz Fahr tractor. Oh, here we go. And let's start her up. Oh, it's almost full. The sprayer is. Okay, so let's park our implements here. Let's drop this one off here. Oh no, that's the back. Let's drop this one off. And then let's go over here and drop this one off. Cool. And now let's go to the shop. Hey! Okay. I also got a couple of more mods which I want to maybe talk a little bit about once I get up there. Yeah, I recorded a couple more transport courses. Oh wait, where am I going? I'm headed up to the grain or the bakery. I don't want to be headed that way. I want to be headed this way, and I'm just gonna cut through these trees right here. I think I have a chainsaw, and so I can cut these trees down. I don't have any way to get rid of them though at the moment. There we go. So once we get up to the shop, I will show you some of the mods I have. So I did some looking up of various things, and I think this map is set in Western Russia. Maybe. It's supposed to be set in Eastern Europe, and Eastern Russia is going to be Asia. But Western Russia is considered Eastern Europe, I think. The various names for places, like Sosnovka is a Russian name. This shop right here, Sельхозтехника, is it means farm machinery in Russian. All the place names are in Russian, all the road signs, I believe. There are other languages that use the Cyrillic alphabet, but I'm pretty sure they don't use the hard and soft signs like Russian does, so it's probably set in Russia. And that's kind of fun. Duolingo recently released their Russian course into beta. It's been stuck in alpha for who knows how long, but that's been fun working on learning that. Okay, let's look at the shop here while I'm here. So let's look at mods. I have tractors, new tractors, the class Xerion Saddle Track, which is pretty awesome. 135k, 435 horsepower. Doesn't get much better than that price-wise for the same horses. Look at this. Just a little bit cheaper, half the horsepower. Ooh, you know, we could get one of these. It's a nice little utility tractor. Doesn't give me the horsepower though, which kind of sucks. This one's only 79 horsepower, so I might have a look at that. So that's all the tractors I have. And I also have some attachments for the saddle track. So here we go. We have this, which is like a liquid manure thingamajig. We have this, which is a cultivator sprayer thing, which is hooking up to this. We have this, which is a different cultivator sprayer, a little wider, maybe. Oh, they're pretty much exactly the same. This is a harrow, this is a disc, and in the game that doesn't mean anything. This is just a sprayer, just a sprayer, just a sprayer. Cool, but we have, I mean, yeah, this is going to be really awesome. Mowers, we still have these two. Auger wagons, okay, so this is what? Oh, that is for fertilizer and seeds? Oh, okay. So basically one of the mods I got was a thing that has how do you say it? It's a thing that has a fertilizer spreader combination seeder cultivator thing. So that's half of this. This is the thing that holds the fertilizer. It hooks up to the seeder, and it is a seed drill that fertilizes your stuff. Maintenance is $0 a day. Not too keen on that. I might go change it because that's not fair. Here we go. Maintenance $5 a day. It's got to be more than that. This is an overloader or an auger wagon that you hook onto the back of the saddle track. It's got a little fifth wheel back there. This looks a lot better than other models that I've played with. Weights. This is for the saddle track. Just a standard weight. Slurry tanks I've already looked at. Wheel loaders. Got the alligator beak grinder and it. So where's the seeder for the saddle track? Maybe it's in here. Saddle track or other tank. Whatever. So those are basically all the mods I've got. So let's get back in here, head back to the farm, and I will meet you there. See, this is why we can't have nice things. This guy is trying to drive, and if you look very closely, let me get my camera down here, you can see the wheels are turning. He is driving straight into this Quonset hut thing. And he's just... Yeah, so if they do that, you do this. I've never seen that. You do this, you stop driver. You back it up. And you get set right. And man, that guy turns slow as mud. And you just hit drive course again, and it'll do the whole, you know, wait until combine is in reach and whatever. So, okay, we got like no money left, so I'm gonna finish out the episode with a little bit of a drive. Here we go. I'm gonna take a couple of loads of barley, since we have a ton of that stuff. Field 14 is planted with wheat, so I like to keep a buffer of crop going. So let's see. Start filling. So let's do barley. Normally I would set this guy driving for me, but frankly, I'm bored, I got nothing to do, so let's just drive. So let's go see where I want the PDA. Let's see where barley has the best price. So it's $14.48 per ton at the bakery and the grain elevator, which I think their prices are in line with each other. I don't know how you change that algorithm. It would be nice to have like better price algorithms where sometimes the mill is going to be more, sometimes the grain elevator is going to be more, and you just gotta go look. But the mill always pays less than the grain elevator, unless it's a demand. The village grain elevator always pays less than the bakery and the normal grain elevator. So since the bakery is closest, let us take our spoils, our crops, to the bakery. So we just go through here. And I'm gonna try and time-lapse this. Just getting used to our video editing software, so away we go. And this time I think I'm gonna drive down to the grain elevator. And I went the wrong way last time and had to go up around the shop instead of just past 14, up in between 10 and 11, right to the bakery. But it was, cool to explore that part of the map. So I will try and time-lapse this again, and I will get back to you when I'm done with this load and both fields are harvested. Okay, I thought I'd stop by the sheep farm here, and when I get sheep, wool is going to go here, and the only way to get wool is to have sheep and to feed them grass. And you dump your grass into this trough and they will eat it. And if they don't have, let's try and hop in here. What's the jump button? There we go. And if they don't have any grass, they will stop producing wool. I actually thought they died, but I don't know. I think they just disappeared on me. And one up and stuck. Okay, let's try it like this. Oh, there we go. So, yep, I just thought I'd stop off. Because it's so far away from the shop, so if you look at the map, the shop is up at the top and the sheep is down at the bottom. That is a long way to drive. The tiny little lawnmower with a top speed of 8 miles an hour. So I'm going to first buy a dolly for the where is it? The lowboy trailer right here. I can either buy a truck or get a dolly, and the saddle track actually might be able to pull it. So truck is oh, that's new. That's cheaper, so much cheaper. And more horsepower. Fancy that. Okay, I know what truck I'm buying. So anyway, this 6x6 here. So that's 165 plus 14. Or you can use one of your tractors and get that trailer for 14,000 and get a, where the heck? Dolly, here we go. And get a trailer dolly for 8.9. So it's up to you whether you want to pay more money or less money. Eventually I'm going to just pull it with a truck. Eventually I'm going to get several trucks and have one for a tipper, one for the lowboy, one for I have a wool trailer, which is I'm going to install at some point, but Yeah, and I went the wrong way again. Well, this is the last little strip of this field, so I decided I would hop into the combine here and just finish her off. And that'll be, you know, once I get this wheat trailer unloaded, I'll pretty much call it quits. Pretty much run out of time. So, yeah. There's the field, and that's all she wrote. Pipe's still out, so dude should drive up pretty soon. Yeah, he's driving up slowly but surely. And let's just hop in here. And as soon as that thing's done unloading, tell this guy to drive on. But yeah, we got how much? Oh, gonna have one wagon load of wheat. We had a couple of wagon loads of barley, and yeah, it was a pretty good harvest. Anyway, I did get one more thing. I got a forage wagon, which we will use next episode. We'll get some straw going, 21.3 thousand. So yeah, we can pick up the straw from behind the combine and make some extra cash. But oh shoot! Huh. Well, I'll probably just unload that later, and I will unload this myself. Oops. Stop, driver. So I'll unload this myself, and I will cut it as soon as I get this unloaded. So, plans for next episode. Hopefully, if I get caught up with National Novel Writing Month, I will be able to post a little bit more often. But I'm pretty busy right now. So, next episode we're going to do another harvest. Collect up some straw this time. Go to the cow barn and see if we can figure out how to get the straw into the stalls. Because I think you can put straight straw into the feeding trough, but I'm not sure, because whenever I do cows, I do mixed ration, grass hay or grass, straw, and silage, and that gets the most efficiency going. But we'll see what we can do. So that's all the time I have for this episode. If you liked the video, be sure to click like. If you want to see more of this series, please go click subscribe, and I will catch you next time. Bye!